Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Today we are on Opadd's account. Huge shout out to him for letting me jump on his account for today's showcase, because we are going to be checking out Konstantine the Dayborn, who just got buffed in this week's patch. So really excited to see what this guy can do. Yeah, we're going to be testing him out. Basically, the big thing that has changed with him is that his passive received a big buff. This used to only work when he was with Vlad, but they've actually really improved it. Now, even if Vlad is not there, he will always block revive on any champions he kills from Undead Horde, Demon Spawn, and Knights Revenant faction. Now, that is so good because so many of these top champions in the arena are from those factions. Demon Spawn, Duchess Lilitu is a big one. Kandrafon is a big one. Yeah, we've got Sifi, Rotos, Prince Kaimar. So many of these top champions fall into those factions. So it just makes him much better just by default. Now, when he is with Vlad, he'll actually block revive for every champion that he kills. Every single champion that he kills is going to be block revived, which is really, really cool. Take a quick look at his kit, then we'll do a damage test, then we'll take him in for some arena action. So his A1 is a single target hit, does an extra hit if the target is under any debuff, so this will hit very hard if he gets that extra hit. We'll test it out, of course. His A2, Rune Shatter, is a 3-turn cooldown when booked, double hitting AoE. So that in itself is nice. It gives you 2 chances to get past reaction sets. It gives you a double hitter to deal with Rotos. All of that juicy goodness. Each hit ignores 10% of each target's defense for every leech, decreased defense, and block active skills debuff they are under. This is a very powerful effect. Anything that lets you ignore defense. We've seen it, obviously, in the testing from the test server. We'll see it a bit with Shemnath. We've seen it with Hefrak, all of those sort of dudes. This adds a ton of damage, especially against those tankier champions. So absolutely huge deal. His A3, also a 3-turn cooldown, single target attack that steals all buffs from the target and transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target. And it decreases the cooldown of the skill by 2 turns if it kills an enemy. And yeah, that's what he does. He also has a 30% attack in arena battles aura. We might make you... We've got a really good account here. Taking a quick look through. Doesn't look like we have... Yeah, so we do not have the champion that I think would really enable this in a big way, which is Nekret the Great. I think if you had Nekret the Great, you could build a slower Go Second Stone Skin team, still have Konstantine, Satyr, and Savage, and use his actual attack aura, have him in the lead, be protected by Nekret. Without Nekret, that's not going to work, unfortunately. But we can still see him do some really cool... Wow, we've got 3 Krisks. Holy moly, I'm jealous. Right, let's do a damage test. So, let me get it set up, and I'll see you in a sec. All right, so here we are, guys. I like to do damage tests on floor 1 of Doom Tower Hard. It's just nice and straightforward, always the same sort of thing. Leorius right now is the current nuker. We're going to be stealing his Savage gear. So, I think it's a great point of comparison. Let's go in with Leorius's A3. Actually, he will place a weaken. Let's go in with his A2. This will be a double hitter. Here we go. 17k, 25k. So we're looking at about 17 to 25k on that double hitter from Leorius. Pretty nice. I think another good point of comparison then, let's actually do the same team. Perfect. But let's throw in, let's leave Leorius in there. Let's throw in then, we'll throw in Lydia. So she's going to provide us the weaken. But importantly as well, one of the parts that's going to scale really well is obviously the ignore defense aspect of our kit on Konstantine, right? Where that decreased defense is actually not only going to up his damage by the usual decreased defense amount, but it's going to up the damage even more because he's going to ignore bonus defense. So here we go. We're going to go into the awesome roar. Here we are. 94k, 127k. So that was sort of the rough damage that Leorius was doing. Let's switch Konstantine into this gear. Let's see how he does. All right, so switching him over to the gear, we can see the sort of stats. Actually, he's the same problem as he has on Leorius, where with this set of gear, he actually is slightly, ever so slightly low on the crit rate. 250% crit damage, over 6k attack. We don't have any accuracy, so he's not going to be doing any of the accuracy type stuff. But I think it should still work well. And I do think that we tweak his masteries. Let me just check for the sake of this. Yeah, so Leorius, he does have the slightly different passives here. We are going to tweak him a little bit, I think is the way to go. So let me just grab Konstantine. And I think what we do, actually, I'm going to reset these masteries. So I think that we do send him down a different way. So we had him with this Whirlwind of Death. We don't actually want that. We're going to take Ruthless Ambush, hit harder on the first hit. I think we will take more damage to targets at less HP. I think it can trigger on his second hit, so it's going to make us hit harder, which is what we want. We'll take more damage against targets with higher max HP, which is definitely going to be the case. We're going to come across to Helm Smasher. In terms of resistance, his resistance is really low. I just don't see a point in building him with that resistance. I think we're going to get more out of lowering the AoE attacks. Obviously, improved parry is good too, but I prefer to go this way. He's obviously free to redo this if he wants. I like to go this way so we can get Resurgent. I like the AoE protection. I think the extra bit of defense is going to do more for us. We're going to get Delay Death. We're definitely going to get Counterattack. I'm actually quite tempted, to be honest, to take Deterrence as well. I think that could be pretty good for our guy here. Alternatively, we can certainly take Opportunist. He's going to do more damage to targets that have the CC on them. I think that's going to be quite useful. So I think we will probably grab that as our biggest damage increase right here. His cooldowns are nice and short, so I don't think you need Cycle of Violence. And then we will take... I think Deterrence is good. You could also take Stoke to Fury if you're expecting to get debuffed. I think we just go for the Deterrence. Just... whenever that procs, it's just going to do so much damage, and if he blocks Revive with that, I think it's the way to go. So that's how I like it. Obviously, there's flexibility. Going into Doom Tower hard then. Again, let's do our damage test. We'll do it without Lydia in there first. So let's grab Konstantine. There he is, and we'll throw him in with the Arbiter. Let's see how he does. Let's see how he does. So he's not going to benefit from the Ignore Defense here. This is just going to be the raw upfront damage. Here we go. Rune Shatter. Bam, 29-26. That's a big hit. That is a hard-hitting... Yeah, that's very hard-hitting move. That's very, very strong. Very, very strong. For example, from my test server testing recently, it's not as strong as Hefrak. Hefrak is much easier to build because he gives himself so much crit rate, but it's not that far... It's not crazy far behind. He almost killed that wave. Now let's see how hard he hits. Now he's going to start getting bonus damage thanks to the decreased defense. It's going to up his damage even more. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. 83,083. So he was going to hit for over 160,000 right there. That's a big smack. That is a big smack. Very nice. Let's go test this guy out in the arena. We've got some really good... let's go against this team. We've got really good team here. Really nice. We've got Yumiko. We've got Hegemon. It's pretty dirty. Let's throw in Konstantine as well. Let's see what he does by default. So the benefit here against this team is that he will just block Revive on Kandrafon. So even if something goes wrong, we should still be fine. So let's go in. Nice thing with Hegemon as well. Hegemon will place... He can place that block active skills, which is going to up our damage more. Look at that. Perfect. So we actually have block active skills on Arbiter and on Stag Knight. Stag Knight, not so important. He's going to be super squishy. We can actually put all of their skills on cooldown. Arbiter resisted, but she's locked out. And here he goes. Let's put it to 1x speed. I'm expecting this to completely rip them apart, hopefully. Double hitter. We've got that bonus damage thanks to block active skills on the Arbiter. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Rip them apart. Actually, Kandrafon did survive right there. Kandrafon with his passive did survive. Almost takes out the Arbiter. It's a good hit. That is a good smack and hit. Not too shabby. All right, cool. We can revive him up again. And again, those champions that he killed, block revive on them. Not bad. Not a bad hit. I was a little disappointed not to kill the Kandrafon, to be honest. Let's try this team right here. Let's see how we do. Yep, this looks good. Let's do it on manual. All right, and then we might try him without a Yumiko in the team. So here we go. Let's see if we can land the block active skills. We got block active skills on Sifi, but he got put asleep. That's not so useful. Unfortunate. We're going to try to put their skills on cooldown. That's going to help. We can try to block active skills again. Really, hopefully spread that out. Didn't get it on anybody extra. But luckily, Sifi was stunned, so we're back awake. Oof. Rotos really ripping us apart there. We're going to Hex. I think we're going to Hex Duchess. She's the one that's most likely to be a problem. Ooh, he almost got taken down. That was actually a little bit scary. We're going to try push her turn meter back. Got resisted. Okay, try push her turn meter back. We got the stun. Lovely. All right, let's go in. Double hitter here. Hopefully this will kill the Rotos. It's a double hitter. Oh, he's got swift parry. That is unfortunate. So he has swift parry on, so we don't get the kill. But we did take down the other two, and they are now just dead. They're not coming back. Push back some turn meter here. Let's try to get a stun on Sifi. We got it. I think at this point we can actually kill the Rotos. She can revive him, but I think we're going to get ahead just fine. So, yeah, not bad, not bad. Double hitter there. Hex her up as well. Okay, we can attempt to push her turn meter back. We get it. And let's go in with his A3 now. Quietude. Here we go. Bam, 83k. That's a big hit. That is a big single target hit. So nice work from Konstantine, actually blocking the revives. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, let's try out a different version of this team. Okay, so what I've done, I've basically geared up Vlad like this. This is what we're going to try out. It's definitely a bit spicy. It's definitely a bit spicy. We didn't quite have some gear. I'm trying to get him with good crit rate, good speed, and good accuracy, and still having some attack. So we're going to build Vlad like this. Now, he does not have masteries on, and he's not booked. But the idea is that we have him fast, accurate, and still to hit pretty hard. He should come in and hopefully decrease or steal that turn meter and let us sort of chain some champions together. So let's actually try it like this. I'm very curious to see if it works. We're going to throw in our boy Deacon as well. So this is sort of the concept, hopefully. Arbiter boosts us up. Vlad comes in, pushes their turn meter back. Deacon does more turn meter. Let's actually set him to do 1, 2 like this. He gives us the decreased defense. Then Konstantine hopefully comes in and kills them. I don't think it's quite speed tuned. I'm not 100% confident in this at all. But it's going to be spicy. I mean, let's just test that out in a couple of fights. Let's see the rough gist of how this is going to work. So his team is actually faster here, but boom, we steal a good bit of turn meter, push some of them back. We didn't actually have enough accuracy on him, but we do good damage though, not too bad. Big hit right there. The reason that... Okay, and we got killed because Trunda. Unfortunate. It was close, though. The nice thing was that because Konstantine killed these champions, with Vlad upping the effect of his passive, it actually locked them out. It actually locked them out of reviving, which is kind of nifty. Now, let's try it against this team. This is a bit of a slower team. We'll see if this works right here. We don't have the fastest Arbiter in the world, so that sort of slows us down with this sort of more traditional speed team. Rotos doing Rotos things. Actually kind of bad. Vlad does trigger the Rotos. Right there, we get the decreased defense. Konstantine, nuke, big damage. That works real well. That just smashed through a Kyoku. Not bad at all. Killed off the Rotos with the double hit. Not bad. Not bad. This team right here, pretty scary. I don't think we can beat this one because we'd be killed by Leorius with this team. This team right here, we could try it. We might get outsped. He's got lots of speed going on. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. I certainly think... Oh, yeah, we're outsped. That's not good. Now we're in serious trouble. Unless we can cut in. Yeah, not going to happen. We are super dead, and we're ripped apart. Right, one other thing I want to test out, which I think could be quite fun, is let's see how they do on Minotaur. Should be an interesting showcase to see how they do on Minotaur. Let's full auto it. Vlad nukes. There we go. We killed them with Konstantine, no problem. And this is where I suppose we slow down. Yeah. You would have to tune them so that they each AoE kill each wave, because like this isn't so good. In fact, you can see Konstantine, he's close to dying. I think this is more a problem with Vlad. Konstantine absolutely rips them apart, no question, when he hits them. Quietude comes in. We should hopefully get the leech back on from Vlad soon to keep us alive here. It's a little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. There goes Vlad doing his thing. Bam, bam. Decent hits. I don't know. It's not great. This is not as good as I was expecting, to be completely honest. I was thinking they'd do more. Konstantine definitely hits hard, but Vlad built like this, not doing so hot. Not doing so hot. I don't know. It's not great. 46 seconds. It's not great. Not great. The problem here is really that Konstantine doesn't have 2 AoEs. So compared to like Ethos or Leorius or even Cleopteryx, whatever, that can come in, they kill wave 1 with an AoE, kill wave 2 with an AoE. Because Konstantine only has the 1 AoE, even though it has a 3-turn cooldown, he can't one-shot both waves. So yeah, kind of underwhelming for this, to be honest. So overall, what am I thinking about this team? Do I like it? Do I not? Yeah, I've been pretty impressed by this guy. I think he's quite good. I think he is quite solid. Here he goes. He's actually going to reset with Kymar, try and Kymar out this time. And we've locked Candrafon out of his skills, so we should be totally safe. Boom. This is great. And again, we're blocking revive on Candrafon and Duchess. When they die, their revives are blocked, which is good. It's great. It's a great utility. Block revive is really, really good. I do think on this account we do struggle a little bit with speed. The Arbiter's quite slow, so that's definitely an issue. We're sort of relying on Hegemon right here. But yeah, I'm impressed with him. I think that he's a good, solid champion. It's really the utility of the block revive that makes him special. I think that is what makes him special. And he hits plenty hard. He really trucks them. Big hitting AoE. Really, really hard hitting, which Void Affinity is great. He's got really hard hitting single target. Again, this is great. You know, like he will kill people. He will put them down. And these are good factions to block revive. So I think that makes him a really cool champion, actually. Makes him really, really cool. I think he is very squishy, so that's a bit of a problem. Although his base attack isn't the highest, his multipliers are so good that he gets away with it. I was not super impressed with his combo with Vlad. Now, possibly that's because Vlad isn't booked and he's not super consistent. And I think that I don't know, it's kind of awkward. You could run Vlad just really fast and just high accuracy and no real damage just to try to do the turn meter steal. It's kind of awkward. Or maybe you go in, and you know what might work actually? You go in and you like sleep them with a Kymar, and then you've got Vlad actually running just slightly faster than Konstantine. And then he puts out, I don't know, it's kind of awkward because if Vlad kills them, Vlad will not block revive. I guess he gets a bunch of turn meter when he kills an enemy, which isn't too bad. But I'm not sure. I actually don't think the combo is that strong. I don't think the combo is that strong. I think you mostly just run Konstantine alone, believe it or not. But yeah, it's kind of one of those weird things. But is he a good champ? Yeah, he's a great champ. Now, I would rate Leorius higher. Leorius, like on this account, you've got Leorius already. Leorius, because he's immune to all the CC and because he gives himself the unkillable, he's got 2 AoEs. I do think Leorius is generally much better than Konstantine, but I think Konstantine went from being a fairly unappealing Void Legendary who, yeah, he hit hard, but that was kind of it. He's now gone to a Void Legendary who hits really hard and can block revive on key factions. That's quite useful. Is actually quite good. I think it'd be very good with Necret as well. Necret would definitely open it up. Yeah, I think don't underestimate his nuke. His nuke is really solid. It's one of the best nukes in the game. You saw it in the damage test. The dude absolutely slams. He absolutely slams. And you combo that with his potential to kill, with potential to block revive, and that can win some fights for you really quickly. So yeah, Konstantine. He's pretty decent, actually. Yeah, not bad. You'd be happy enough pulling him as a Void Legendary now, I think. I don't think he's S tier. He's not like the best of the best. You wouldn't freak out like you would with, like you'd freak out if you pulled a Yumiko or Leorius. But Konstantine, for me, he's definitely not a vault champion. This is a champion that you could absolutely build up, and yeah, you'd use him for specific teams in the arena for sure, no question. And then if you don't have these double S tier champions like Leorius and all the rest, this guy is kind of a monster for your typical account, your average account. He's super, super good. So there you go. That is Konstantine the Dayborn. Again, big shout out to Opadd for letting me showcase him on the account. Sorry for wasting some of your silver, switching some stuff around there and messing stuff up. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.